What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Charlie Black coming at you with another video. It's kind of random things, but I was just reading through the news. I've read a little bit earlier this morning, I should say. Newspaper, watched the news, doing some online reading right now just to get some more answers. But just random things that I found. I have about, I guess that's 5 stories that I was reading about that kind of stood out to me. Okay, so the first one, the National Bureau of Economic Research said today that they believe that we have been in a recession since December of 2007. It always cracks me up because they have these panels that go back and they do research, and hindsight is always 20/20 in my opinion. I think that people started to feel it a little bit beforehand. So they might want to go back in the date books and get that together. I know that the beginning of 2008 seemed a little bit okay, but I don't know. In my industry, the car sales, I noticed that it declined sharply. So that was definitely one of those things that you want to pay attention to out there. The NBER said that we fell into a recession December of 2007. The other one, Christine Beatty. If you're not familiar with her, you'll be more familiar when I say Kwame Kilpatrick, who was the mayor of Detroit, indicted on charges that I won't go into until you go ahead and Google them. Lead a man to water, teach a man to fish. But Christine Beatty was one of his assistants and also his mistress. And it's funny because she's lied under oath. She pled guilty. She's supposed to be serving 4 months in jail. So, I always believe it. What you do in the dark will come out in the light, and this is just a common example of that. Not only because she was an adulteress, but because she lied under oath and because she was aware of the things that Kwame Kilpatrick was doing with the city funds and as mayor, and she kind of stood back, as Kwame Kilpatrick's wife did too. And they were all tied in, but his wife was obviously unaware that they had any, involvement. Which I believe that if someone's going to be able to lie to thousands of people, that he's the mayor and he oversees the city, then why wouldn't he be able to lie to you? Especially after taking the pledge, just as he did your wedding vows. Okay, other thing. Let's see here. Oh, a new list came out with the 10 most dangerous cities to live in the United States of America. I'll read them down from number 10. Number 10, North Charleston, South Carolina. Number 9, Richmond, California, which I know all too well, of course. Let's see. Number 8, Birmingham, Alabama. Okay. Number 7, Gary, Indiana. Number 6, Flint, Michigan. Number 5, Oakland, California. Oddly enough, Oakland and Richmond are right next to each other, share the same area code. I don't know why they separated them, but whatever. Let's see here. Number 4, St. Louis, Missouri. Number 3, Detroit, Michigan. That's understandable. Camden, New Jersey. Okay. And then number 1, New Orleans, Louisiana. Now that makes all too much sense to us. So that was the top 10 list. They look at assaults, they look at murder, they look at rape, they look at motor vehicle theft, robbery, and burglary to tell you how safe those states are. So from 10 to 1, that's pretty crazy. If you need access to that list, then email me and I'll send it to you. Other story. I was reading Canadian news. Alberta. Let's see here. Tainted cocaine linked to 7 cases of illness. Supposedly, they have some kind of chemical compound that the cocaine was laced with, and what it did was it caused the people who use that cocaine to develop this immune system suppression. So what they're saying now is that chemical compound has been consumed by several people that have tried this new type of cocaine. Whitney Houston was not lying when she said crack is whack. This is a common example of why you be careful of things that you snort. Snort, inject, whatever, however you take it. I'm pretty sure they're making it into a pill, or you could crush it and put it in your orange juice like you do children's Tylenol. Whatever it is, crack is whack, ladies and gentlemen, and stay away from it. And this is the kind of thing right here. If you use that kind of thing, then the Alberta police are telling you to go to your nearest hospital if you're suffering any kind of fever or you have any open sores anywhere. Woo, that's a deep one. Okay. Plaxico Burress. Man, the Giants receiver. If you have not heard about him, He was at a club in Manhattan called the Latin Quarter, with a few of his teammates, and he had just found out that he wasn't playing in the game, and he was celebrating as people like to do, and was sitting in this club, and a shot goes off. Now, details are still a little bit sketchy because they're still trying to investigate this whole situation. They can't get, the story from both sides, or at least an accurate one. You have to hear two lies to put the truth together. But he says that he was in the club cleaning his gun when he accidentally shot himself in the leg. And, it's a felony to have an unlicensed firearm, a loaded unlicensed firearm, anywhere but your home or your place of business. He's in the nightclub with the firearm, and he has stacks of money. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't go as far as to tape my wallet to my chest when I'm in the club, but there are certain things that I don't bring into the club with me when I do go to the club, which is very random because of stupidity like this. You don't bring your social security card. You don't bring your life savings. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't bring my gun in the club. That's just a recipe for disaster. I know that a lot of athletes these days are targeted, so every time they see them out, they want to shoot them or get into some kind of altercation with them because that's how stupid people are. They take a rival team to the ultra. I know here because I live in California and we have the Oakland Raiders fan. No offense to any of you guys out there, but Raider Nation is absolutely nuts. These people take it to the extreme. Don't let them get upset at a game loss, which they have to do often, because they will turn into LA Lakers fans 10.0. I guarantee it. But they go crazy. This guy's crazy because he might be facing felony charges right now. As soon as they investigate and figure it out, he's turned himself in. We don't know what's going to happen. He had a hamstring injury that he was suffering from, which is why he was released from that game, or he wasn't allowed to play that game. I don't know why he would take it to this level. And now they're looking for a few of his teammates because they think they might have had something to do with it. Let this be a lesson to you guys. Crack is whack. If you're in one of those 10 cities, I feel sorry for you. Let's see here. Don't carry a gun to the club. Don't carry a gun to Toys R Us or anywhere else like that. And if you do plan on doing that, then make sure that it's licensed, and that you are carrying your information with you at the time. And don't clean your gun in the club. I mean, I know they do a lot of things, to make it rain on the hose. And for those of you who are not familiar, that's when you take out a stack of dollar bills and you spread them out so that it's like, the dollar bills are raindrops, making it rain on the hose. And of course, the people that are getting the dollar bills are usually nut bucket whores, or people like myself that will jump on the ground and start scraping for dollars because we are in a recession. And we have been in a recession since 2007, December 2007, so remember that too. A lot of fun things. Stay tuned. I'll get back to you guys on all these things in just a little bit. Mr. Charlie Black once again is back.